Okay, are we back now? Okay, hopefully we are back now and you can hear me. That is the hope. You tell me, ladies. Am I back and good? Is my audio good this time?
You're good.
Okay, I think I'm good in my audio now, but you tell me.
Yeah.
Once you can see me, hey, much better. All right. Okay, we've got back. We're charged back up. Hey, Kitty, Michelle. Sorry about that. My battery died there, and who knew you needed to have everything on battery? And someday we'll have to do a behind the scenes so you can see all the stuff I have plugged in here. We'll have to do a behind the scenes video so you guys can see all that. And see what I'm up against for technology. That's good. Okay. We're back on our normal lapel mic. I got that going, and the other parts are plugged in and charging now. So my production assistant got us all going. Thank you. Thanks for putting up. Hey, Jeremy, great to have you with us tonight. Well, let's see if everybody reconnects here. So I know many of you made Self-Care Sunday brownies today. I've heard from many of you on that. That's a great thing. Love these Oreo brownies. They're awesome. I thank Ellen's, I forget her employee's name that has been making this for them at Chic to Chic. But I certainly do appreciate it, and the formal recipe here is really good. You can have, hey, thanks Adele. Good to see you and Dazzle with us. Hopefully, if you want to have your recipe, your favorite recipe included in Self-Care Sunday, all you got to do is email me, Neil, Neil, at ECIstores.com. Neil at ECIstores.com. Been a weird night. Oh, Julie's back with us. All right. I'm starting to show back up in people's feeds. All right. Good to have you back, Julie. Very glad to have everybody with us here tonight. I was saying, Julie, I got to do a behind the scenes of all my technology here, of all the different things that are plugged into each other to get me going. And now we had to add a hardwire cord for one of my devices so that my fancy mic works correctly. Hey, Crystal, good to have you with us. Hope all is well in Colorado. But I was just talking about the Oreo brownies. If you had a chance to make them, that's great. Thank you, Crystal. If you haven't had a chance to make them, you should try them. They're really awesome. And if you want your own recipe included on your own favorite recipe on Self-Care Sunday, all you got to do is email me the recipe, and you could be the recipe of the week shared out. This one was inspired by our friends at Chic to Chic, Ellen Didion and her fine employees. One of her fine employees made this, and just a few months ago I had it for the first time. And I was sold. I was sold. It's funny, I was flipping through my phone today to find a picture, and looking at these pictures of stores I was at just a couple months ago now. So how the world has changed. But I will be traveling again. That I promise. You can't keep me from traveling. Let's see what's happening in the world. Costco quietly becomes a buzzy beauty destination. A buzzy beauty destination? Costco is no longer just a place for bulk paper towels and toothpaste purchases. It's evolving into a millennial beauty destination. Costco has over 100 million cardholders, but its core demographic has historically been 65 and older. These customers tend to be more affluent compared to those of other wholesalers like Sam's or mass retailers like Target and Walmart. But with recent merchandise changes to its beauty department specifically, it is clear that Costco wants to appeal to a younger demographic. So, there you go there. Hey, Heather, great to have you with us. Thank you. Hope you're having a good self-care Sunday. Hey, Ann, great to have you with us. Costco as a beauty destination. I don't know, what could Costco do to make this more beautiful? Just saying. Fifth Avenue's luxury stores reopened from coronavirus closures. Luxury retailers launched a coordinated reopening Thursday with hopes to bounce back from lost business. Several Fifth Avenue retail stores launched a coordinated reopening Thursday as the world's famous shopping stretch hopes to rebound from months of lost business due to the coronavirus outbreak. Luxury retailers such as Saks Fifth Avenue, Cartier, Louis Vuitton, and Tiffany opened for curbside pickup Thursday, a few days after New York City entered Phase 1 of its coronavirus recovery. The Fifth Avenue Association announced. The association represents stores, restaurants, and other businesses along Fifth Avenue from 46th to 61st Street, and businesses on 57th Street between Madison and 6th Avenues. Today we celebrate being able to bring back part of the Fifth Avenue experiences to consumers. Jerome Barth, president of the Fifth Avenue Association, said in a statement, "We're excited about reopening and for Fifth Avenue's future. One thing that has been abundantly clear to us through the last few months is just how much people miss the Fifth Avenue experience, and we look forward to providing it once again. Customers and employees will be required to wear a mask or some other type of face covering at Fifth Avenue businesses. Stores are limited to 50% capacity and must install social distancing reminders. In-store retail will not be offered until New York City enters Phase 2 of the state's reopening guidelines. Regions must stay under state benchmarks for infection rate, hospital capacity, and testing for 2 weeks to move to the next phase." In addition to dealing with the virus, many businesses in Midtown were threatened by looting amid the citywide protests that broke out following the deaths of George Floyd. Groups of organized burglars used protests as cover to ransack luxury businesses and department stores in Soho and Herald Square. Saks Fifth Avenue even went as far as hiring private security guards and dog handlers to protect its flagship from theft. So it's good to see New York starting to get back on its feet. Hey, Ann, great to have you with us. Thank you. Sherry's with us. Good to have you with us, Sherry. Well, it seems like it's Beauty Sunday. Where am I going here? Coca-Cola and Morphe just announced the sparkliest limited edition makeup collection. Influencer-loved beauty brand Morphe Cosmetics has just announced the makeup collaboration of dreams, a bright, bold, and super sparkly collection with the realest of the real things, Coca-Cola. With the exception of a small makeup collaboration with The Face Shop back in 2018, which is only available in South Korea, it marks the first time the Coca-Cola Company has invested in high-end beauty. The new collection will be available to the UK, US, Canada, and Australia from Thursday on Morphe.com. And to the delight of fans on either side of the beauty soda partnership, it really delivers. See a full spectrum of eyeshadow palette, high pigment lip colors, professional quality makeup brushes, highlighters, and beauty sponges, all of which is cased in iconic Coca-Cola branding. First, there's the Thirst for Life Eye Palette, a light fizz to dark caramel. Refreshing eye palette with some signature reds, always bright and icy blues thrown in amongst the shimmering neutrals. For straw sippers, there's also a beautiful 4-piece lip collection, Lip in the Moment, with a whole wardrobe of super shiny yet never sticky colors. Classic Babe is a personal favorite, but Tastemaker, a glitter-packed caramel, and Overflow all-gold shimmer are equally gorgeous. Perhaps best of all, and true to Morphe's roots, is the 7-piece brush collection and carrier bag. In it you get Morphe's glowing in place highlighter brush, top secret camouflage brush, awe and smudge brush, high life brush, take charge blending brush, made in the shade smudge brush, and next more transition brush. Special red handles and all. To finish, the loose highlighters are available in the gold, champagnes, and bronzes you'd expect from a typical line, and the Quench Pack 4-piece beauty sponge collection in a range of shapes and sizes. Makeup's in, even though the masks are covering it. I'm just saying. Hey, Ellen! Great to have you with us. Truly wonderful. Did you see, Ellen, did you see my Self-Care Sunday recipe? It was, inspired by Chic to Chic. The Oreo brownie. That was our recipe of the week this week. Amazon. Amazon gives a glimpse into the future of shoppable television. Shopping on TV may conjure up memories of your grandmother watching infomercials or the Home Shopping Network, but Amazon is hoping to reinvigorate the outdated space and transform shoppable television for the modern customer. Shopping through the television isn't actually that old. QVC, which stands for Quality, Value, Convenience, started in 1986. Many of our parents kept QVC on during the day just to get some background noise, but the network made a name for itself by creating limited-time offers and engaging celebrities to sell unique items, including adult baby shark costumes and colorful toilet lights. A main reason for QVC's success is because it creates a sense of urgency among viewers. Wonder what other industry has a sense of urgency. Now Amazon is reinventing an age-old and arguably mishandled concept as its new fashion show. Making the Cut, hosted by Heidi Klum and Tim Gunn, expands shoppable television. Each week, designers compete to create the best clothing items. The winning designs are then available to purchase on, where could they purchase them? Amazon! After the episode airs, and all quickly sold out. Part of the prize package for the winner includes an exclusive clothing line sold on Amazon. Amazon is creating a narrative that engages viewers in the lives of the contestants of Making the Cut and gets viewers emotionally invested in the story. The items customers purchase from the show have more meaning than something they simply pull off the rack at a department store. Storytelling is a much more compelling way to sell products today than traditional advertising. Viewers aspire to look like celebrities they see on TV. Thanks, Alvagen. Angela, I'm all tongue-tied here today. Thanks, Ellen. I'm sorry you don't have sound. We fixed the sound on our side, but I understand you may not be able to listen wherever you are. In many ways, shoppable TV is the next phase of product placement. An early example of product placement comes from the 1955 film Rebel Without a Cause, when James Dean used an Ace comb. After the movie, every teenage boy needed the same comb, and sales skyrocketed. Television accounts for 71.4% of all paid placements, and nearly 75% of all broadcast network shows have some kind of product placement. But today, millennials and Gen Z get much of their content from streaming. It makes sense that streaming content would be clickable. Amazon now allows viewers to pause the show and see the actors in that scene, so it makes sense that soon viewers will be able to pause the show and see the clothing worn by the actors and be able to click through to purchase those items on their smart TV, laptop, iPad, or smartphone. In the future, shopping will be as easy as telling your voice-activated assistant, I don't know, what would you say to Alexa, what you're looking for, or even simply describing what you need the item for, and that assistant finding extremely personalized and relevant options and having them delivered in 30 minutes or less. The winner of this game will be the company that can marry shopping, entertainment, and content in a way that adds value to the customer's life without coming off as inauthentic or inaccessible. However, today's approach to TV and movie product placement lacks transparency and real-time disclosures like what you would see in a sponsored social media post, which risks consumers feeling duped or tricked. What Amazon has enabled is the most zero-friction approach to shoppable content, because a consumer can be watching making the cut, and in real time tell Alexa to add the item to their shopping cart and actually buy it without leaving their couch. Think of all the data Amazon has on that customer, including what they watch, what they buy, and what kinds of questions they ask Alexa. In the future, does product placement need to be regulated? When customers feel they've been tricked or duped, they get angry. If product placements are done in ways that aren't transparent, customers will get frustrated. Disclosures from the entertainment industry need to come faster than they have been. For example, you may only realize later that the movie The Italian Job was sponsored by Mini Cooper. And must disclose when they're being paid to promote an item. Television shows or movies should also have to follow real-time disclosure regulations. Shoppable TV has come a long way from infomercials, and Amazon's going to harness it. Oh, Ellen, I'm glad you have sound now. I was saying before when you couldn't hear me that I didn't know if you noticed, but this week's recipe of the week, Self-Care Sunday recipe, was sponsored by Chic to Chic, or inspired by Chic to Chic, with our Oreo brownies this week. And I posted a formal recipe for that. Inspired by Chic to Chic, Alan, and you and your team. So it is great to have you all with us. So one of the things I wanted to talk about tonight, briefly, was I've had a lot of calls in the last week about employees. Okay, it's been a hot issue, and part of it is having to make tough decisions as an employer. Okay, you got to remember that you did not come this far to only go this far. You have to remember that not everybody has your vision, has your superpowers. Okay, and ultimately you are responsible for a company. Okay, you're responsible to your family, you're responsible to your team, and you're responsible to your suppliers. Okay, you have thousands of suppliers who depend on you to sell their items, while other families are dependent on you to have affordable things for their family. We are the ultimate in the circular economy. We are the ultimate in Main Street. We are the ultimate in community-based businesses. With that in mind, you need a team that will help you grow and get you there and get you beyond where you are. And somebody working for you that wants to abuse the system in whatever way, whether that's milking the extra $600 a week till the end of July, somebody that only wants to work their they aren't doing what's best for the business, okay? And it's your responsibility to have a team that is taking care of the company. And if they're not, that's okay for them, okay? But it's not okay for you as the leader of your company. You have to make some hard decisions and let some people go, but they're choosing to leave and move on, okay? It's not you making that choice. You're doing what's right for the company. The things that they are asking you to do is not right for the company. And the company is a living, breathing organism, and you need to keep it alive. You need to keep on giving it oxygen. You need to keep it because so many people are dependent on you. As the pillar of your community, as the business that your community depends on, there are so many people that are dependent upon that. You can't let one team member or two team members get in the way of that in how you serve your customers, especially coming out of this. It's forcing a lot of you to make hard decisions that you knew you needed to make before, but now it's showtime, and you have to make these tough decisions. You have to lead your company, lead your community in a way that is responsible, as you are the governor of your store, of your family. And, you know, some of these calls have been about, you know, what to do to make people feel comfortable. And most people will feel comfortable after the initial opening. Everybody's nervous in the initial opening. But when you get the overwhelming love that your customers and suppliers come in and give post this pandemic, okay, you're hearing things that most businesses only hear when they go out of business forever. Okay, so we're blessed with that we are hearing what is working and how to get our businesses back to the people, and how much we mean in our community. And that makes most of the fears go away regarding everything with this. But there'll always be some that don't feel comfortable, and that's okay. They're making a decision for them. That doesn't mean you have to hold a position open for them. That doesn't mean you're empowering them to collect the extra $600 a week. You have to do what's right, and you have to do it in a level format. You can't make an exception for Susie and not for Sally. But you have to be doing the same things across all parts of your company. I know you can do it. I've had lots of conversations with you this week, with many of you about this topic. I mean, it's been a big topic, team members. But I will also tell you there's some phenomenal people out there right now. There's some 40 million people out of work. And there's some really good people and willing to work, available to hire. You just gotta and want a company that will lead. Okay, not be wishy-washy, but will actually give them something to lead, and someone to take the helm. And I'm very gratified that those people are out there, and we've already added a couple of those to our team. So I am excited about that, and excited as we move forward with this. But don't be intimidated by your team. Don't be forced into a corner by it. But lead them, and those that want to be led will join and will ride with you on this journey. It's a heck of a journey, but we're going to get there, because we didn't come this far just to come this far. So, hey, Carmela joining us tonight. Great to have you with us, Carmela. So that's just an important lesson. It's been a big topic this week. I mean, literally, I got to say, the same conversation with many, many people this week. So it's not just you. Whoever you are out there watching me tonight and saying, oh my God, he's talking about me. I hope he doesn't say my name. I hope he doesn't say my name. I'm not saying your name, because I've had so many of the same conversations. I've even, Cassandra, my peanut gallery, Cassandra's like, are you still talking to the same person? And she's like, I'm like, no, I'm on my fifth call right now. And she's like, it sounds like you're having the same exact conversation. And so these things, my calls tend to go in waves, whether it's talking about the same things with money or sales or finance for your business, or about HR, which is really one of your greatest assets. Okay, your human capital in your business is what helps make your business great. Okay, it's all about the people, but they have to be people. It can't be all about themselves. I'm not saying they shouldn't care about themselves at all. I am saying, though, it is about a greater good. It's about the greater thing you do for the community. So I'm not letting our little staffing hiccup stop us, and I don't want yours to impede you either. So that is my Sunday big message tonight. Oh, Jennifer Harrison's here with us too. Great to have you. In a big reversal, in other news tonight, oh, it's Carmela's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Carmela. Nobody wants me singing, but I do it anyway. In a big reversal, the Treasury and SBA agreed to disclose details about PPP recipients. The U.S. Small Business Administration and Treasury Department announced that they would release a data set showing which businesses received the PPP, walking back an earlier stance that all of the business names would remain hidden because they were considered proprietary. The disclosure will include the names of the recipients who received loans of more than $150,000, and it will also reveal a dollar range for each loan, such as whether it was between $1 million and $2 million. Precise dollar amounts will not be disclosed, the Trump administration says. Borrowers who obtain loans of less than $150,000 will not have their identities disclosed. The administration said nearly 75% of all loans were for $150,000 or more, so most borrowers would be revealed. That also restates an earlier finding that they weren't above $150,000. So I think there's some playing with numbers here. And this was in negotiation with congressional leaders to get them off their back. So it's an appropriate balance, they say, of providing public transparency while protecting the payroll and personal income information of small businesses, sole proprietors, and independent contractors. So that will the ranges will be like, 150 to 300,000, 300 to 500. That's the kind of ranges, broad ranges they're supposedly going to give. We will see what happens when it's actually released. I will say part of the work I did today was on our own PPP forgiveness to make sure I was hitting our numbers goals. I haven't had as much time as I wanted to actually sit with my own spreadsheet and our own numbers, but the numbers are good, and once the banks are ready for forgiveness, we should be able and ready to file on the for that, and should get that because all our ducks in a row on that. So I got some of that together on our own. I got that together. I got the payroll journals for the periods, and everything lined up, and all the dollars in the spreadsheet, so then all I need is the bank to ask. But remember, you have up to 24 weeks. But if you have not applied, you only have 9 more days. 9 more days to apply and get a PPP. And so it's my recommendation that if you have not applied and you have payroll, or you had income in 2019, that you get your application in, and if you're unsure whether you should take it, email me and we can go step through it in your individual case. But we got to get that application in, so because the clock is running out of time, and we need to get that in before and done here in the next couple of days, because you are running out of time if you have not gotten a PPP. Also, as I mentioned in the last couple of days, the EIDL is available again for all businesses, and seems to be moving at breakneck speed for people that have applied in the last few days. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. But that is what is happening out there. And that's kind of our Sunday night, what's happening. I'm sure there will be fresh news on Monday, as there always is, and fresh things happening in our business world, and we'll keep an eye on that, and I will keep you informed, because I keep you informed here live every night, live at more 8 than ish Eastern every night, and we'll keep you up to date on what is happening in the world and in business, and answer your questions live. Then these videos get posted over. These videos get posted over to narts.org/resalestrong, narts.org/resalestrong, including any associated information that I post. So that all goes over there. narts.org/resalestrong is where you find it. We then, when you have a question about your own business, your own finances, where this all sits, your own HR situation, just email me, Neil, Neil at ECIstores.com, Neil at ECIstores.com is where you email me, and I answer your questions. Even about more 8 than ish, I'm happy to answer those questions too. Every night we start with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start the program every night. Our good morning tonight, for those of us that were not here at the top of the program. Good morning, courage. Even when the panic's at the back of your throat, courage. Let's go. Our good night tonight is good night, courage. Even when fear is at the foot of your bed, courage. Let's go. Tonight's graphic, a big lion at the edge of my bed. That is our good morning, good night for tonight. I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good wedding, a nice party, a bar mitzvah even. I like to party, and we will be partying again. I will be back here tomorrow at more 8 than ish, and I'll see you then. But until then, know that you, and you, but most especially you, yes, you, I'm pointing at you tonight, you are not alone running this store. I'll see you tomorrow night, everybody. Have a great night. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.